Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my Facebook Live. Today is Wednesday, June 25th, 2025. Thank you for joining me. I am making sure that I'm on the right page recording. While I am looking for this, let's make sure. Let's try this again. Stampin' Up! Info, stuff that's happening right now. Oh, yay. I think I'm on the right page. Okay. Yeah, Stampin' Up! Sale is going on. This is an amazing sale. It's buy one, get one half off, all sweets and sweet products. It's an amazing deal. Here are the 27 different sweets that are on sale, plus all of the products that are in there. So it's a ton of stuff. It's a great deal, and there's some fabulous sweets in there. The paper pumpkin for July, sign up by the 10th to get the strawberry sweeter with you. Paper pumpkin, you can also add on the dies. Let's see, also the album retreat is coming up July 16th through 18th. You purchase the kit and the stuff gets shipped to you and we put it together. So if you want more information about that, let me know, but you can go online and buy it. And also, sorry, I'm coughing here. I've updated my info here. So I've got my blog. There's my blog info. Can y'all read that? Oh, it's got a glare on it. Let's see if we can move that. Maybe that's better. It's still late on my computer, so I can't tell. Maybe that helps. And then also my YouTube channel is right there. Facebook, if you're on here, you're on Facebook. And then shop with me here. And remember my special online shopping. If you shop with me and spend $25, you get 4 free handmade cards. I mail them the first of next month, each month. And then if you spend $50, you get the 4 free handmade cards, plus you get a free embellishment. So, sorry about the glare on that. I don't know how to fix that. Anyway, this was what we used last week to make these fabulous cards, Inspiring Imperfections. And I've got a Kintsugi class. It's part Bible study, part card making this Saturday. I'm so excited for that class. But these were the cards that we made last week. Which one did y'all like the best? Which one's your favorite? Anyway, I put all of the names of the people that commented and shared the video into a drawing. And Miss Cheryl Pollard, you have earned these cards. So I will get these to you. So congratulations, Cheryl. The stamp set that we're showing this today is You Are Remarkable. It's an online exclusive. I've made cards with this before on here. I'll share some of them right here. It's got 10 fabulous stamps, 3 great words, sentiment stamps. Friends are flowers in the garden of life. You are remarkable in every single way. Sometimes the simplest things mean the most. And then it's got the outline and the inside parts of the flower, the bee, and I don't know what that little square is. I don't know. Hey, Corinne, good morning. But yeah, they're good size stamps. So, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to put this cough drop on. I'm just struggling with coughing. I don't know, but let's share some of the cards that we've made with this. That's just using the inside stamps. And this one is with the textured notes dies. This is also the inside stamps. Textured notes dies. I love those. It's got the little bee. I don't know why, but this one is one of my favorites. I love the black and white and red. I just got inspiration from Leanne Greff. Did a card with those colors, and I just thought it was so pretty. And this one, of course, I love this ribbon, so we're going to do another card today using that ribbon. So those are just some examples. We're also, for the first card, we're going to use this paper. This is the Unbounded Beauty. Designer Series papers. It's got a lot of the in colors that came out last year, and it's just pastel plus some brights, cheerful paper. So we're all, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with all of these pieces here. I've got Pretty in Pink, and this is 5.5 by 8.5. Thank you for sharing, Corinne. I appreciate it. So we're gonna fold this, and then I've cut a piece of Designer Series paper from the Unbounded Beauty. It's so pretty. And we're gonna adhere this to our card front, if I can find my Stampin' Seal. Well, here we go. And this is cut 4 by 5 1/4, just to give it a nice border around the edge. And then we're gonna stamp our pieces here. So the white here is cut 1 1/4 by 2 1/4, and the Granny Apple Green is cut 1 3/8 by 2 3/8. And then this white piece is cut 2 1/4 by 4, and the Granny Apple Green is 2 3/8 by 4 1/8. So we'll go ahead and stamp our, sorry, I got stuff all in the way here. But we'll stamp the words in Memento. These really stick, so don't leave them stuck. Do not stack the blocks, like don't do that, because they're like, they stick. It's like concrete, trying to get them apart. So we've got Friends, Our Flowers, in the Garden of Life. And then we're gonna stamp our flower here. That one's got a smudge on it. So we'll flip it over. Make sure we get this good and inked up. You can press firm on the Memento pad inks, but not on our foam inks. You don't want to press too hard on those. On this one, we're just going to center on our piece of basic white. Hold it there for a sec. And now we're going to stamp the flower in Pretty in Pink. So we've got this camera right there, and then we're going to stamp the leaves in Granny Apple Green. Sorry, let's see. Just ink this one up. You want to be careful not to rock it and get ink all over the edges of your block. So let's see if we can line this up. Okay. So now we're gonna put adhesive on here. And attach these to the Granny Apple Green mats. And we're gonna pop these up with some mini dimensionals. So this one is going to overlap part of the card, so I'm only going to put adhesive on the right side and the mini dimensionals on the left side. So just add those. We're going to pop all of this up. Have y'all seen my sweet grandbaby, Lena, Adelina, we call her Lena, singing? Did you see that video? Was she not the cutest thing? What 2-year-old knows do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do? She's smart. I have to brag on her. Excuse me. Okay. So now we're going to put this on kind of the lower right side. And I forgot something. We haven't adhered our ribbon. So we're going to add a little adhesive in the middle of our ribbon. And then we're going to fold it over. And we're going to stick it back here. So I forgot about that. Oops, I'm adding it to the wrong end. This is the bottom. So we're going to add it right back here. And then we'll pop this up. Right up there, and then we need to trim that. So I've got my ribbon cutting scissors. They've got ribbon on there. And we'll just make the cute little tails on here. Oh, I forgot the center. I hope it's not too late. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Oma. I have these labeled because I have another class tomorrow night, so I've had them labeled for something else, but let's see if I can do this. Sorry, I'm pulling it. I hope I'm not sticking my head on the camera. There, better. Isn't that cute? It's just real simple, and it's pink. And our next one has got some, yeah, we're going to keep that open. This one is fun. I love this ribbon. I'm sad that it's retiring. It's on the last chance list. I love it. It's so pretty. It's called the Black and Very Vanilla Large Check Ribbon. And I've made my little ribbon tamer there. Okay. So we are going to start. We're going to put this, actually, let's fold this first. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And we're going to put this on the inside so we can sign our card. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then we've got our front here. So this is a piece of 4 by 5 1/4, embossed with the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. It's so cool. I think it's really pretty. So we've got this, and then I used the dies from Impressions of Bloom, and I die cut this one with the vanilla, very vanilla, and the outline one with basic black. So what we're gonna do is we'll set this aside, and then I stamped "You Are Remarkable." What are the words? You are remarkable in every single way, and I just kind of fussy cut around that and cut off the bottom part of it. Just "You Are Remarkable," because it was just too long. It was going to overwhelm the card. Okay, so we're going to do this in Memento. Stamp on our oval, and I carefully put adhesive on the outside of the black framed part and attached it to the vanilla. It was easy to stick that on there. Just make sure you use plenty of adhesive. And we're just going to stamp this in the center. And we don't want to forget our center of the flower. This is a daisy, so it's just going to be vanilla. I'm not going to color this flower in. And then we're going to clean off our stamp because we're going to stamp in a different color. And we're done with the Daffodil Delight, so we'll put that up. And we've got soft seafoam. We're going to ink this up and stamp. I've got a little adhesive on here, so it's kind of sticky. Okay, I'm going to pull it down here so I can see it better. Was this the flower you're talking about, Oma? So it's off a little bit, but it's fine. Now we need to bling it up a little bit. So we've got our Wink of Stella. I'm just going to color all of the petals with the Wink of Stella. So if you ever need to just zhuzh up your card a little bit, Wink of Stella is a good way to do it. I'm just doing the petals. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you go out of the lines, that's okay. So now we'll get to put our card together. We're going to put adhesive on our ribbon so that it's going to stay. I don't want to flatten all the ridges in this on this paper, so I'm going to put the ribbon on, the adhesive on the ribbon, and just wrap it around to the left side. And then I don't want to flatten those, so we're going to just put our adhesive right on the front. And I'm going to put plenty of it because I want the bumps to be able to stick. So we've got this, and now we're going to pop this up. So we'll add some of our mini dimensionals on here. I know you can make it look like a sunflower, you can make it look like a daisy. Okay, I'm going to put just a little adhesive right on this side. Attach this first. I saw a bunch of arches, cards made with arches, but I saw that the arch stamp was, or dies were out of, not orderable. But you could make this an arch if you cut it off. If you wanted an arch shape, you could use this oval. So we're just gonna adhere this to the front, but kind of lower so that we can put our words on up here. You are remarkable. And let's add some bling to it. So these are on the last chance list. Adhesive Back Sparkle Gems. I love them. I'm sad they're retiring because they're awesome. So we're just gonna add a couple to our card front here. Ah, it's flying. So there's large and small. So we're just gonna add the black ones. And all my stuff, I'm losing the lids and everything's falling out. Okay. So I don't know if you can see the Wink of Stella on that. I'm so sorry for coughing, y'all. I was out at swim lessons with my grandbabies on Thursday for a little bit and Friday for a little bit. And I think being outside, just, there's something in the air. Okay, moving on to our last one. This one's super simple, super quick. And we're gonna fold our basic white. I'm sorry. Goodness. Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna stamp our words in memento. So we've got, sometimes the simplest things mean the most. I'm just gonna stamp this on the lower right side of the card. And then our flower again. Oh, I was gonna tell y'all about Lena, if you've seen that video of her singing. If you see her kind of shake her head to this wobbly thing, she's looking at her baby brother. Rowan is 6 months. So she was looking at Rowan and she was singing to him her sweet song, and that's why her head's bobbing like that, because she just was singing to her baby brother. Okay, so we're gonna add the B right there. And we're gonna color with something that I don't use very often. Actually, we're not gonna color yet. I'm sorry. So sorry, y'all. So this is the splotch stamp in here. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, y'all. If you know, tell me. But we've got our dots here. And we're just gonna stamp some dots on the corner. And how about on this corner? And now we're going to color in our flower with watercolor pencils, which we never use, right? But I have this, one of our old boxes. It was one of our wood cases. And I've got, these are the two previous collections of, so these are retired from most of what's in set 1 and set 2, the watercolor pencils. So I like to keep them in here, and a blender pen. You can also use an aqua painter or water painter. Ugh. Okay, this is crazy. So we are using Whisper White, or now I think it's just called White, Daffodil Delight, and Granny Apple Green. So we'll just color in the center with our Daffodil Delight. I forget about the watercolor pencils, but they're fun. And color our white petals in. Oh, I forgot the bee. We gotta go back and color him yellow. Have y'all been enjoying your summer? What have you been up to? Anything fun? Okay, I'm not sure what that conversation was about, Omo, when Shirley texted me the other day. Had y'all had a few to drink? I'm not really sure what that was all about. No, I do not have a man. Don't want a man. I do. He's dark and handsome. His name is Leo. He says meow. That's the man in my life, plus my 2 grandbabies. Boys, and then my granddaughters. 4. Aren't I blessed? God is good. Okay. So there's the white. We're going to go back and color our bee with the yellow and the green. I'm sorry this takes a minute, y'all, but I want to finish it for you. I thought about doing it ahead of time, but y'all just love watching me color, don't you? Well, Shirley texted and said, do you have a man in your life? And I'm like, what is she even talking about? So I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, don't need one. Been there, done that. You get it, Corinne, don't you? You understand. Leo is a punk, though, the man in my life. He lets me pet him until he decides he's done, and then he tries to bite me. I'm like, no, we don't bite the hand that feeds us. We don't bite the people we love. I mean, it's never a real bite. It's just a little okay, you touched the one spot on my back I don't want you to touch. But he's pretty sweet. most of the time. I can't really go anywhere without him. He follows me in the bathroom and in the living room, in the kitchen, and I'm just like, are you obsessed with me or what? It's sweet. Sweet to have a sweet boy. And then I have grand dogs and grand cats and okay, that was quick. Now we've got our linen thread. So we're going to add some adhesive. Just go ahead and put it all the way, but making sure it's close to the edges so that I can wrap my linen thread. So this piece is cut about 5 inches, and we're just gonna wrap it around and stick it up. Maybe we're gonna stick it. Oh, I missed a spot. Didn't go all the way to the end. I guess it needs to be lower than what I thought because of the words. Okay, now we're gonna stick it. It's really sticky. Make sure that's straight. And then we'll add a little bit more adhesive over the top of it so that it makes sure it stays. And before we tie that knot on, we'll adhere this to our card front. So this crumb cake is 4 by 5 1/4. And just stick it flat on there. And then I've cut these two. I think they're about 3 inches. Yeah. And we'll just tie this on. Grab the ends, maybe. Nope. I'm really good at bows, but when I get on camera, I'm not. Yeah, you still keep your grandbabies? Yeah. Yeah. I keep mine a lot too, and they just keep me busy. Okay. So this is the ribbon cutting scissors. So we're just going to trim this off where the tails aren't so long. And then we're going to take your pick tool and just pull these apart. So we're going to fray the ends. And you can trim them more if you want to. But we're just going to loosen those up a little bit. I'm going to be having my buy one get one free sale very soon. No, sometime a Saturday in July. I need to pick the date and just do it. I'm going to trim these just a little bit. Okay. So I'll let y'all know more about my sale. Okay, these are the 3 cards. Which one's your favorite? Is it the pink or the black or the crumb cake? I know you can go back with the blender pen or the aqua painter and blend this, but I like it just colored. I think it's pretty with just the colors. So yeah, which one's your favorite? Oh, 24/7. They want their grandma. What do they call you? I'm Mimi. You like the pink one? I do too. The pink is pretty. And this ribbon is on the last chance list, so get it while you can. These are 4 of the ribbons that are on the last chance list. They're going away. They're pretty in pink. There's a new petunia pop though that's on the if you're a demonstrator, you can buy early. It's like Glimmer or something. Oh, and there's a new embossing folder. So all of this is available. I think it's July 1st. The new online exclusives, but it's so neat. As a demonstrator, you can order early. And there's the sunflower 3D embossing folder that is on my wish list. It's gorgeous. I've seen some really pretty cards made with that. It's fabulous. So you have to check that out. Also, there's some Christmas sets, Halloween sets. If you're ready to start your Halloween. I know last year the Halloween kit sold out really quick. So if you're into Halloween, I don't make many Halloween cards, but anyway, I think that's it. I hope y'all, yeah, right? You're in love with the embossing folder. Isn't it awesome? It's just gorgeous. I've seen it where they embossed the card in white and then they wiped ink on it, and it was just so pretty, so detailed. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Bye.